Chosen ones, listen closely. What I'm about to share is not something that can be ignored. This is a summons. This is a trumpet sound in the unseen, and it is being delivered with urgency because God has decided that what has been hidden must be unveiled to you now. If you're hearing this, if you're watching this at this exact moment, do not call it coincidence. Do not call it timing. Heaven does not waste moments like this. The Lord has drawn you here on purpose because something with weight and fire is unfolding in your life, and it can no longer remain covered. And yes, God says, in your own strength, you couldn't handle what is coming, and that is exactly why He is revealing it to you now, because the shift that is about to touch your life is not small, and it is not soft. It is a turning of the page so loud in the spirit that even the resistance you've been feeling will make sense in hindsight. You are stepping into a new chapter where the prayers you have carried are no longer trapped in wishful thinking. They are moving toward you. They are traveling with assignment. They are closing distance. You have asked God, and the Lord is answering you in a way that will prove He was listening the whole time. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. 1 John 5:14. Hear me, He heard you. He did not overlook your struggle, and now He is moving in a way that will make it undeniable that it is your time. The shift you are about to experience is unlike anything you have felt before, and the urgency is not a fear tactic. It is a spiritual indicator. It is the sign of a door opening. Things are coming into position with a speed that will make you stop and whisper, only God could do this. And this is not merely a change of attitude or a new perspective. This is deeper than motivation. This is a divine energetic transformation, the kind of inner recalibration that lifts you from surviving into governing, from enduring into ascending, from asking into receiving. The Lord is elevating you, not to make you proud, but to make you useful, not to make you famous, but to make you fruitful. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time. 1 Peter 5:6. Your lifting has a due time, and your due time is showing up. You are being brought into the next level of your spiritual journey, and the evidence will not be private forever. The things you have hoped for, things you barely dared to say out loud, are beginning to fall into place. And when they do, you will stand in awe, not of your own strength, but of God's precision. But before you step into the fullness of this destiny, you need understanding, not because God is complicated, but because alignment matters. If you don't discern how the shift operates, you can resist what you prayed for. You can misinterpret the process and call it chaos when it is actually construction. You can mistake pruning for punishment when it is preparation. Jesus said, "No one puts new wine into old wineskins." Mark 2:22. Translation: what God is pouring into you requires new capacity. It requires a renewed inner structure. It requires you to move with Him instead of dragging yesterday into tomorrow. Now, before we go deeper, I want you to take a moment right now, hit that like button, subscribe, and help us reach 45,000 subscribers. And I want you to leave a comment with the number 99. Let that number be your point of agreement, your signal that you are not just listening, but receiving. Let it be a marker in the spirit that you are ready for what's coming. Not because a number is magic, but because agreement is powerful. If two of you on earth agree about anything they ask for, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. Matthew 18:19. If you're truly ready, you'll keep watching, because deep inside your spirit already knows this message is for you. And I need to say this plainly: if you're not ready for what God is about to do, you may not even make it to the end of this message. Not because you're being punished, but because your old mindset will try to escape the pressure of new truth. But if you are ready, if your heart is open, everything can shift for you from this moment forward. Because God is no longer hiding it. He has decided it is time. So now, let's go deeper. You've always known there was something different about you, haven't you? Not the kind of different people chase for attention, but the kind that makes you feel like you were born with an inner compass pointing somewhere most people never look. A stirring in your soul, a quiet whisper that kept returning even when you tried to silence it with distraction. You sensed it in the way you see beyond what people say. You sensed it in the way ordinary life felt too small for the weight you carry. That was not random. That was not you being too much. That was the imprint of calling. Now God is about to reveal something massive, something that will shake you in the deepest places, not to harm you, but to awaken you. The truth you have been waiting for is arriving. This moment will change how you see your life. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are not here for nothing. You are here because heaven wrote your existence with purpose. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Ephesians 2:10. Prepared in advance. That means this was not invented yesterday. This was set long before you understood it. It is not by accident that you reached this exact point in your story. You were chosen, and there is a power within you that has been dormant, not dead, not absent, just waiting for the proper hour to awaken, like a seed under soil, silent but alive, waiting for rain. The Lord has been guiding you here, bringing you to this moment, to hear what your spirit has been trying to confirm for a long time. God is calling you, and it is time to listen. This is not coincidence. This is destiny. You may have felt urgency. You may have felt a strange pull towards something greater, something holy, something you can't fully name. That was not your imagination. That was God getting your attention, not to scare you, but to gather you. The Lord says today you will begin to understand the magnitude of the calling that has been sitting on your life. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Proverbs 19:21. Your purpose is prevailing. It is rising through confusion. It is breaking through resistance. Are you ready to answer? Because here is the truth. Your life was not an accident. You were not simply born because of random chance. You were brought forth by divine will. God orchestrated a path, and every step, your struggles, your triumphs, your delays, your detours, was used to lead you here. You wondered why things didn't always make sense, why you couldn't follow the normal path the way others seemed to. But your journey was never meant to be ordinary. Heaven does not train royalty in comfort. Heaven builds leaders in hidden places. The Lord will fulfill His purpose for me. Psalm 138, verse 8. Not might, will. Everything you have experienced so far has been preparing you for what is coming. You were placed on earth in this time, in this generation, in this location, for a reason. There is no mistake in your existence. Even the parts you thought were wasted are being redeemed. Even the years you thought were lost are being repurposed. God is not just restoring you, He is reassigning you. And as you reflect, you may have been taught that your parents were your only source, your only origin, your only explanation. But the reality goes deeper. Your true origin is not limited to the natural realm. Your earthly parents were the doorway, not the designer. The designer is God. Your soul was not assembled by human hands. It was commissioned by heaven. The Spirit of God has made me. The breath of the Almighty gives me life. Job 33:4. That breath is your true beginning. And when you understand that, you stop living like you are confined to material limitations. You begin living like someone who carries divine assignment. Your strength is rooted in spiritual lineage. Your connection to God, the one who formed you with intention. While your parents guided you in the physical world, they could never manufacture the authority and purpose inside you. That came from above. And now the Lord is saying, it is time to embrace that. You were chosen before you could speak your first word, marked before you could make your first decision. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5. That is a prophetic signature over your life. And yes, your family story runs deeper than you realize. There is legacy in your bloodline. There were people before you, maybe an ancestor you never met, who carried a portion of this same calling. They carried purpose. They carried a mission. They fought battles in secret. They prayed prayers they did not live long enough to see answered. And what they carried did not disappear. It transferred. It moved forward. It found you. The stirring you feel is not random. It is inheritance. Not just genetic inheritance, spiritual inheritance. You are the living continuation of what came before you. You are the one chosen to complete what they could not finish. Your ancestors paved a path, and now it is your turn to fulfill what was left unfinished. This legacy is not just family history, it is living force inside you. It moves through your veins like fire under the skin. And the Lord is calling you to honor it by becoming who you were created to be. We are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Hebrews 12:1. There is a race marked out for you, marked, not guessed, not improvised, marked. And throughout history there have been those who transcended the limitations of ordinary life, not because they were humanly superior, but because they were spiritually surrendered. They moved beyond mere survival into divine communion. They became living testimonies. The message you carry speaks of transformation, even of the body becoming something more attuned to light. What some describe as a crystalline kind of state, a purified vessel. Now hear this with discernment. Whatever language you use, the principle remains. God transforms vessels. God sanctifies. God elevates. God changes the nature of what you thought could never change. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. Completion includes the whole person, spirit, soul, and life. The future that awaits you is greater than you can imagine, but it requires response. You will not drift into destiny by accident. You must answer the call. You must embrace your identity and step into purpose. And it will not always be easy. It will require dedication, discipline, and unwavering faith. But if you take the journey, you will experience transformation that changes you from the inside out. You will move from being merely alive to being aligned. You will become part of a higher way of living, more awake, more obedient, more powerful in love and truth. Within you lies hidden power, divine capacity you have only begun to touch. You speak of many abilities, many gifts, many manifestations, and the truth is, God has placed dimensions in you that you have not fully explored. Some are meant to heal, some are meant to build, some are meant to protect, some are meant to reveal. There are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. 1 Corinthians 12:4. The gifts differ, but the source is holy. And you may have already felt moments you could not explain, sudden knowing, intense inner nudges, vivid dreams, warnings that proved true, compassion that carried authority. Those were glimpses, those were sparks, those were awakenings. It is time to awaken deliberately. The more you align with your purpose, the stronger these gifts become, not as entertainment, not for ego, but for mission. Unlocking them requires focus and patience. It requires you to believe you were designed for more. It requires you to stop shrinking. It requires you to stop apologizing for your call. And if you have ever felt an undeniable pull toward God, a yearning for divine connection, let me say it clearly. That is not an accident. That is spiritual DNA responding to its source. The longing is not weakness. The longing is activation. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. James 4:8. Every step you take toward Him increases clarity. Every surrender deepens authority. Do not ignore the pull. It is your blueprint awakening. You carry a treasure chest of spiritual gifts, each designed to serve your purpose on earth. They do not always appear dramatically at first. Sometimes they emerge quietly, a word of wisdom at the perfect time, a prayer that shifts an atmosphere, a dream that brings instruction, a discernment that protects you from the wrong door. But they were never meant to remain dormant forever. This moment is now. The Lord is pressing you into alignment, so what is inside you can come online. And it is crucial that you understand the reason these gifts exist. Not for personal gain, not for performance, not for superiority, but for service, healing, light, truth, restoration. Some of you feel called to bring comfort to the broken. Some feel a burden to intercede. Some carry insight that exposes what others miss. Some have creative authority to build what does not yet exist. These gifts are not random. They are tools for assignment. And with gifts comes responsibility. From everyone who has been given, much will be demanded. Luke 12:48. That does not mean fear. It means stewardship. You may have felt like you didn't fit in, like you were an outsider, like your soul was speaking a language the world around you could not understand. That is because your identity is rooted in the spiritual realm, not the material one. You carry a royal lineage, not necessarily in the earthly sense, but in the kingdom sense. You are called to spiritual leadership, not to dominate people, but to guide them with wisdom and grace. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. John 15:16. Appointed. That means your life is not accidental. Life on earth will test you, but the tests are not meant to break you. They are meant to prove you. The material world is training ground, not final destination. Your real mission intensifies when you pass the inner tests: humility, obedience, endurance, forgiveness, truth. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. Every challenge becomes a classroom. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:2-3. Perseverance is power in slow motion, and understand this: your work does not end when the storm ends. It begins when you rise. The Lord equips those who survive the wilderness to lead others out. Your testimony becomes a map. Your healing becomes a doorway for someone else. Now, unlocking what God has placed in you does not happen overnight. It requires daily practice, consistent spiritual discipline, and inner transformation. It is not enough to say you believe. You must build a life of alignment, prayer, stillness, worship, meditation on truth. Not to earn God's love, but to sharpen your hearing and strengthen your spirit. Jesus himself modeled withdrawal to quiet places, and you must learn to do the same. That is why your message speaks about sacred stillness, even about early morning hours, about the window between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., when the world is quiet and the heart can listen. If you choose to seek God in the stillness, you are not performing superstition. You are practicing attention. You are giving your spirit space to breathe. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. Psalm 5:3. Expectation is faith with posture. When you rise in the quiet and pray from the depths of your heart, you are opening a channel for clarity. Not because God is far away at other hours, but because you are less distracted in the silence. As you build this discipline, you will notice changes. Sharper intuition, clearer dreams, stronger discernment, deeper peace, greater courage, and a more consistent sense of direction. That is not fantasy, that is alignment bearing fruit. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me. John 10:27. You will begin to recognize his voice, not just in crisis, but in daily life. And yes, you may have already seen signs that your abilities are awakening. A surge of energy you could not explain, an intuitive warning that proved true, a moment you spoke encouragement, and it carried unusual power, a time you prayed, and the atmosphere shifted. Perhaps you felt drawn toward certain people or places, as though you were being guided. Those are not random feelings. They are divine nudges. They are early signals. And the question is not whether the signs are real. The question is whether you will steward them. It's easy to dismiss these moments as coincidence, but chosen ones don't live by coincidence. They live by discernment. The more you acknowledge what God is doing, the more you cooperate with it. The more you cooperate, the more it strengthens. What you feed grows. What you ignore weakens. So feed faith, feed prayer, feed obedience, feed truth. Because this is it, the moment you have been waiting for, even if you didn't have words for it. You have felt the stirring, you have felt the pull, and now you are being invited to step fully into destiny. This is your breakthrough, the moment you stop living in the shadows and step into the light of your calling. You will face obstacles and doubts, yes, but these are tests, not verdicts. Do not let fear interpret your future. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. That is your spiritual inheritance. Do not let uncertainty talk you out of what heaven has confirmed. The universe may be aligning around you in visible ways: opportunities, meetings, timing, sudden openings. But above all, God is aligning you within. And when you align within, what is outside begins to respond. It is your time to rise above ordinary patterns and embrace the extraordinary purpose written over your life. Now, hear this. There are truths about you that have been hidden for most of your life. Not simple surface truths, but deep, soul-shaking realities that were sealed until the proper hour, and that hour is now. God is opening your eyes to what you could not fully comprehend before. The confusion you carried was not proof you were lost, it was proof you were growing. The questions were not evidence of failure, they were invitations to seek. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. The veil is lifting. As truth unravels, you will realize it is not only about your past, it is about your next. Your story is becoming coherent. The puzzle pieces are coming together. The mysteries of your gifts, your heritage, your calling are moving from fog into clarity, and that clarity will change how you walk. You will stop living small. You will stop negotiating with fear. You will stop requiring validation from people who do not carry your assignment. You may have experienced restlessness, sleepless nights, inner discomfort, a sense that something needs to change. Do not rush to label it only as stress. Sometimes restlessness is a spiritual alarm. Your soul is communicating. The discomfort is not to destroy you, it is to redirect you. When you are out of alignment, your spirit protests. When your purpose is calling, your comfort will not be able to hold you. And yes, pain can become a doorway. Not because suffering is holy by itself, but because it forces truth to the surface and invites healing. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. He's near you in the process, not waiting at the finish line. As you learn to listen, restlessness becomes instruction. Sleepless nights become insight. Pain becomes purification. Confusion becomes clarity. This is the process of alignment, and if you have felt misunderstood or isolated, know this. Spiritually awakened people are often misread by those who have not yet awakened. Your vibration, your spiritual frequency, may feel unfamiliar to others, and that is okay. Not everyone is assigned to understand your journey. Some will resist your transformation because it confronts their comfort. But do not let their resistance become your ceiling. Do not conform to the pattern of this world. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. Romans 12:2. When you change, you disrupt patterns. That is not rebellion, it is renewal. Your path does not require validation from the crowd. It requires obedience to God. Over time, your light will become a beacon for those who are ready. The right people will align. The right doors will open. The right assignments will find you. And now, chosen ones, let's speak about the crown you carry, because your message points to it, and it is real in the spirit. The struggles you endured were not in vain. Every hardship shaped you. Every challenge refined you. You were being forged. You were being trained. You were being prepared for greatness. Not greatness as the world defines it, but greatness that serves, heals, and leads with humility. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because that person will receive the crown of life. James 1:12. Crowns in the kingdom are not for ego, they are for assignment. Wear your crown with reverence, not arrogance, reverence. Let it remind you that you survived what should have destroyed you, and you did not just survive, you evolved. You are ready to lead with compassion, wisdom, strength, and grace. And as your journey continues, you may notice changes, not only in your mind and soul, but even in your body. Greater sensitivity, heightened awareness, surges of energy, deeper intuition, shifts that feel intense. Discernment is key. Do not panic, and do not become obsessed. Let every change drive you closer to God, not further into confusion. Your body is a vessel, and God is teaching you how to steward it as a temple. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit? 1 Corinthians 6:19. A temple is cared for. A temple is consecrated. A temple is aligned for sacred use. For far too long, the royalty within you has been hidden, your divine essence, your spiritual nobility, the authority heaven placed inside you. Life tried to dull your awareness. Circumstances tried to bury your confidence. But now the Lord is saying, awaken, take your rightful place. Spiritual royalty is not about money, status, or applause. It is about authority under God. It is about carrying light into darkness. It is about effecting change, not through control, but through truth and love. So stand up in the Spirit, lift your head. The hiding is ending. The revealing has begun. The chapter is turning. And God is not merely giving you something, He is making you someone. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 61. That is not just a verse. It is a command and a prophecy. This is your time. Not because you are perfect, but because God is faithful. Not because you earned it, but because He appointed it. Not because you are strong enough in yourself, but because His strength is perfected in weakness. So if your heart is ready, stay aligned. Like this video, if your spirit is saying yes. Subscribe so you do not walk this journey alone. And one more time, go to the comments and type the number 99 as your declaration. Lord, I am the one you came for. I receive this transformation.